Парам-парам. Парам-парам. Здравия всем. Надеюсь, все хорошо проходит этот денек. А я сегодня буду играть в финалочку. Ворот, поздравляю. Проблема в том, что я не вижу чат. Я не пойму, почему он не работает. Так, я ниндзю перезапущу. Ну-ка. Ниндзя. Вообще от админа его запущу. Мало ли. Мало ли. Так. Теперь тест. Это не тест. Кажется, не работает. О, работает! Йоу! Е-е-е! Я все починил! Какой я молодец, а? Какой я молодец. Ну-ка. YouTube еще читает? Нет? Нет. Дай же. Yes. Какой молодец. О, я все починил. Я все починил. Ха-ха-ха-ха. Так-то. А вы в меня не верили? Так. Ну ладушки. Вернулся в финалочку. Как можно заметить, я драгуном играю сейчас. По одной простой причине. У меня... Дансер теперь... Ну, Дансер вроде был 80-й. Я самурая до 80-го докачал. У меня красный маг теперь 80-й. Поэтому пришла очередь монков и драгунов. Да. Так, сперва с сестрами разберемся. Что ты мне притащила? Ию. Так, а вторая что принесла? кажется, что-то намекает. Сколько вы заработали? 184. Ёл, ты хорошо заработала. Давайте это сразу выставлю на продажу. Почем это 350, а продается по... Давайте так. Мы не жадные. Мы не жадные. Это вообще мусор. Это... Ну ладно. Их 10, поэтому почему нет? О, плюс ты. Давайте... По сколько их продают? Штук по 2, по 5. Давайте будем по 5 продавать. 3999, 5. 3999, 5. Ау, заполнили. Это что за куст стоит? Sale History. Вот откуда у тебя зарплата хорошая. Яп. Хе-хе-хе-хе-хе. Давай 4,999, 5. 4,499, 5. 4,499, 5. Ха-ха-ха. Купят ведь, наверное. Вот остатки по 2. Мы продаем. По 2 я сказал. И... Готово. Так, кто из вас у меня монетки собирает? Я не помню. Кажется, ты. Да. Забирай монетки. Великолепно. Так, и пока мы отсюда не ушли, мне нужно заглянуть в Adventures Guild. У меня есть немного всякого хлама, кстати, вот ремонтировать не надо. Вот ремонтировать сперва надо. Тут как раз мендер есть. Все нормально. Плюс у них теперь есть кнопочка отремонтировать все. Что вообще великолепно. Монтировать все инвентари. О, да. Инвентарь. Теперь все отремонтировано должно быть. Yes, великолепно. А значит, я смогу это сюда скинуть. Это ж сюда не запихается. Еще как пихается. Рик. Love Glamour Prisms. Что насчет тебя? Достаточно гламурных призм. Диспенсер. Гламур призма, она у меня всего одна осталась. Окей. Вот они и кончились. Кажется, я могу их купить прямо здесь. Вроде бы их можно выменить у главы военного. Flame. Вроде бы. Ламо призм. Ласкульвар. Материалы. Текстуры у них можно брать. А это еще лучше. Теперь не видать. Я был уверен, что у них призмы можно получить. А? А? А, вот. Ламбурные призмы. 24. Сойдет. Сейчас скажешь, не то взял. Нет, все то взял. Все правильно. Мне их нужно... Сколько, наверное? 7 штук. Не, даже меньше. Просто 5. Кстати, на тебя еще ничего одеть не могу. Ну и ладно. Я вообще, по идее, могу вот эту коробочку теперь открыть. Это заодно берем. Так. Пять. Стоп. Номер 2 тип Б. Номер 2 тип Б. Он у меня уже есть. Он у меня уже есть, оказывается. Упс. Хорошо, что сразу не убрал. Gloves, leggings, boots. Номер 2 тип Б. Номер 2 тип Б. Да, выходит, мне это просто можно уничтожить. Market prohibited. Ну и бывает это, да. О, я оружие не убрал. Тебя. Тебя. И давайте уж это уберем. Как частичный. Так, ну его. Это ставим. Sword. Великолепно. Оу. Есть. 150. Ну и все. С мелочами закончили. 35 минут. Погнали. Погнали уже. Оу. Минутку. Тут надо закрыть. У меня была открыта программа, которая сжирала 20 с лишним гигов оперативки. Блин, как хорошо иметь 64 гигабайта оперативки. Ах! У меня 512. Было бы еще лучше. Так, погнали. Сперва в Илмег. Пойдем по порядочку. Как можно заметить, я выкачал отношения в Штормбрингере со всеми. Проказадора теперь можно улучшить. Этим и буду заниматься сегодня. Привет, курица. Ну снова здрасте, феечки. Плюс я докачал себе до 80 уровня парочку яйца Pilf of Land, и мне теперь Carpenter 80-го, поэтому я смогу и оставшиеся два социума открыть в Endwalker. Что великолепно. Так, не ты мне нужен. Ты мне нужен. Tillback. Forever and a dream. Acceptus. Oh. Ah, Imaiha. How nice of you to visit. Thanks to you, we're having more fun in dreams than we ever had. We're really, truly grateful. Us Pixies and the children both. When we first created Elith Meg, I never dreamed that it could become such a beautiful place. Everything in it is a treasure, and I couldn't be prouder of what we have. Unless you wonder, I continue to fight the good fight, devouring nightmares across the realm, including those Unlad accidentally creates. Ah, speaking of Unlad, they've been wanting to speak with you, Maiha. If you have a moment, let's go and see them in a little mech together. I'll show you. Ну-ка. Что тебе надо-то? Да, пропусти меня в мир снов. Как же красочно. Ба-да-дам. Ба-да-дам. Ну и местечко. Маунта все еще нельзя здесь призывать, а жалко. И вот прикольно полетать. Анлад! Как твои дела, Анлад? Ты все так же эмо. Oh, you're here. Unlad, I swear you haven't budged from this spot since I last saw you. Have you been gazing out at the Lith Magic? Oh, что-то у меня с грубым сегодня. I have. It's hard to explain, but simply gazing out at the place makes my heart sing. It's a feeling I remember from another life. Maiha, there is something I've been wanting to tell you. Блин, у меня с грубым сегодня что-то прям очень. Давайте попробуем обойтись без попыток в голоса. You helped me to fill the void in my heart, to find a purpose for my existence. For that, I'm eternally grateful. Though I've stopped seeing Titania's dreams, their will still lives on in me, and I'll honor it by watching over Lith Meg. One of the souls of the children as we are, we pixies tend to get caught up in the moment and our feelings. We need someone to watch out for us, find us when we lose ourselves. That's to say, we are not meant to be alone, and from now on, we'll see to it none of us is alone ever again. Okay. Будете летать парами? Maiha, I know I've already thanked you a dozen times, but I want to thank you again. You didn't only free my friend, you freed their will as well. And now everyone may revel in the precious garden of the dreams as they had intended, mortals and pixies alike. I also want to say I'm absolutely green with envy. It's so unfair that the king has you all to themselves. I must admit, I'm envious too. That the king could share Maiha with us. Yes. Even a little piece of him would be nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, good grief. When will everybody learn? This mortal is mine. Do you hear me? Mine, mine, mine. Aww. On second thought, it's more than plenty that you visit from time to time. Yes, please come and see me here. Me as well. Well, I should get back to my tasks. And lad, I could use some help. Do you want to come with me to see Winnie? Take as much time here as you like, Maya. We'll be waiting outside when you had your fill. Малышки. Bye-bye. Давайте выйдем. Думаю, эти квесты приведут, раз тут нету типа альянского квеста. Любопытно. Oh, leaving already. You ought to stay and play a little longer. Nope. Бывайте. Волк. Страшно. I must say, it saddens me that I can't be your branch. But whenever you are feeling weary, know that I'll always be ready with an invigorating dream for you. Tell me, Maya, before you met us, did you ever imagine that mortals and pixies share such a connection? How do you think people would react if they learned that we were spinning their fun-filled dreams? And devouring their diapers. Well then, if people still have nightmares, then they would know who's to blame. There's only so much one pixie can do, you know. If necessary, perhaps I shall ask my master to make more of me. Well, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Even though it's truly been a joy adventuring with you, Maya. But whenever you can spare the time, I hope that you'll visit us. After all, we can never have enough help making dreams fun and beautiful. Oh, это был очень простой квестик. Репутацион ап. Дало мне что-нибудь новое покупать? Бонус Completion Pix квесты. О! Квестики доступны. А почему нет? Вау, ты много болтаешь. Кстати, сколько у меня осталось? Это 8-й, то бишь это последний уровень отношений с ними. Кстати. Блин. Композиция Титании. Когда пролетаем мимо Титании. Ну, у них эффектов никаких нету, действий. Так, здесь у нас Много у нас всего лаут. Giant Mushroom. Грибы ищем, великолепно. Не получилось. Да, извиняюсь, телефон был. Естественно, стоит начать стримить, как мне начинают звонить. Оп. Видите, тут появляются новые квестики. Вообще, чего я так-то? Их двое. А у Е на двух это расточительство. Это не оптимально. Музыка. Изи. После Поркси. Улетает сюда. Улетай, свинка. По идее, сейчас у меня акватарии и дварфы станут седьмого уровня отношений с ними. Репутация. Вроде бы на седьмом как раз открываются маунты. Да. Я должен съесть, сказать, бивер. Бивер. А. Другое дело. Готово. Будь быстрей. у меня останется 9. 3 там, 3 там и 3 там. Я думаю, я пока что не буду трогать Архасадора сегодня. Именно у Пикси сейчас выполнил второй набор по 3 задания. Потому что это дополнительный опыт. Не для драгуна. Дополнительный выдает. Нет? Ну ладно. Так, маунт у нас уже есть. Ну, у них нету венчур. Венчуры у них нельзя покупать. Возьму это. У меня уже есть. Что-то добавляли? Не, ну, видимо, второй набор мне не дали. Неважно. План накрылся. Так, for now. For now мы будем рыбаком. Big fat taco. Второй дракончик. Big fat tacos, a big fat tacos, so big. Вах. Вот это самое. Вот самый прикольный наряд. Не ты. Ты. What ails the forest? Хороший вопрос. Scream. The great serpent lets out a high-pitched squeal. It appears to be feeling anxious about something. Speak with the Chakarl Hotel and see how the excavation efforts fares. Welcome back. The stubble's feeling more comfortable than ever, thanks to all this helpful supplies you and our friends from Slitherbow brought to us. But then I have all gone. Father and I also done diving in the depth below some 20 times now, and you won't believe all we found. Indeed, my boy. Perhaps the most important discovery of all was that of relics and records confirming the interpretation of history engraved on the newly restored third stela. Мне не нравится, что она оранжевая. During the age of famine, the catfish people were driven from the forest by our ancestors, who sought to protect the fishing grounds that were their most important source of nourishment. After this, no records or remnants of them were found in any of the lands ruled by the Oronkan Empire. While it is possible that survivors and their descendants lived on outside Norvrand, it is all but impossible that they could have survived the flood of light. Thus, we can safely say that their race is essentially extinct. Poor catfish people. I would have shared my food with you. At any rate, we have explored all there is to explore in the third stratum, meaning that it's time we venture further below. Unfortunately, we find ourselves in a bit of a bind. My most trusted scout, Tawarl Monal, has yet to make a full recovery from her ailment. On the contrary, others here on the stubble have been suffering from similarly unpleasant symptoms, even those who did not accompany Tawarl on her expedition below. I must say, I find myself quite at a loss. Might you be so kind as to accompany me as I look into the matter in my heart? Okay. Звучит как квест для хиллера. Почему я не могу просто переключиться на хиллера и захилить их? Tawarl was on the verge of making a full recovery when her condition took a sudden turn for the worse, and it pains me to see that she is not the only one so afflicted. The symptoms were mild at first, but in no time the fever flared up, the pain and dizziness so severe that they cannot even rise to their feet. Руины были прокляты. The medicine that Master Queenful brought from Fanau has served to ease their discomfort somewhat, but with more of us being stricken by the day and their conditioning even worsening, I fear it will not be long until we exhaust our supply. I am loath to impose upon you your generosity once more, but might you be willing to go back and procure another batch from our friends? Surely they will take pity on our plight. Okay. Я могу даже это купить. Forgive me for not being able to travel with you in my home. I must stay here and help father attend to the sick. Это мелкий полол. Бывай. Дайте мне летающего великого змея, который почему-то не змея, как жирная пчелка. Без крошек только. This is most distressing news. Rest assured that we will not stand idly by as our quartal friends suffer. If our remedies may serve them well, I am happy to produce you with as much as you need. That said... To tell the truth, a similar melody to the one of which you speak has come to the fellow as well, while only a few have taken ill thus far. I must say, this does not bode well. Проклятие. А я что говорил? Проклятие. Пещеры были прокляты. Руины. Не надо было в них лезть. Это проклятие Ронка. Now that you mention it, a traveling merchant from Slitherbow who sojourned here just days ago had a similar tale to tell. Whatever this affliction is, I fear it seems to be spreading. Quatari, V's, and Humes alike, all stricken by a mysterious plague that spreads in a blink of an eye. In all the years I have lived, never have I heard of such a thing. I hope I am mistaken, but my instincts tell me that this is no common chill. I fear that the medicine I'll give you will offer little more than a momentary reprieve from the pain. Do not say such things, Master Alenale. This lack of confidence ill befits you. Though it pains me, I suppose there is A little we can do but ease the suffering as best we can until we can determine what has caused it. Pray deliver me the medicine to the young girl and the ailing Kutari. Should our efforts to find a cure bear fruit, we shall send word at once. Не просто проклятие Ронка. Это проклятие Ронка, которое запускает целую эпидемию. Тут пандемия. Это были секретные биологические лаборатории Ронка. И мы их раскопали. Их не зря закопали. Did you bring the medicine from Fanao? Yeah. Да. Да. На, еще один маленький мешочек. Oh, thank you. The benevolence knows no bounds. But just look. What am I meant to do? A month after you left, Father suffered a terrible coughing fit. He has not gotten out of a bed since. And one by one the others have joined him. Father believes that there is a chance that we brought some ancient box back with us from the ruins beneath the stubble. Or that we ourselves have spread this disease in traveling to these parts from our former home. But as for the truth, we cannot... My friends! Are you all here? I bring most grievous tidings from Slitherbow. It's Solan. He is taken ill with the plague. He exercised the utmost caution when tending to poor Tawal, but to no avail, for the disease has stricken him too, and with great vengeance. Master we know too? Indeed, I fear that it is none other than he who, albeit unwillingly, carried the box back to Slitherbow. It is true that the bees of Fanao too suffer from this frightening affliction, a great plague threatening to claim the lives of all who call Greatwood home. I start at the thought. We have no choice. From today, all Kutari who still stand will devote every waking moment to investigating the disease. Yes, in Father's name, I hereby suspend the excavation effort and... Screen. No, screen. The Great Serpent, it speaks! By gods ancient and true. Yes? Put away not your shovels and spades, young crew. The excavation must go on, for verily, so spake the divine protector of Ronka. Aye, many a prayer have I offered to the Great Serpent on behalf of the ailing, and today my prayers have been heard. Truth, through me, drawer of own blood, the divine protector shall lead you to a cure for this frightening plague. Trust me, trust in it, in me, and the suffering of our peoples will soon come to an end. Под шляпой не видно вообще. Master Queenfoot, gracias por Franca. Of course, you speak true. Your father is right, and we who are responsible for the spread of the disease. The answers we seek might be found alone with the undiscovered stella. After all, if this is indeed some ancient box, it stands to reason that our fathers left behind some record of it. A record that may very well shed light upon a cause and its cure. With poor father bedridden, it falls to me to carry on the dig. I will find the stella and save our people. Even if I must do it alone. Ты будешь с ним копать? The bravery is most admirable, young Chukaro. And yet, even with the divine protector watching over us, are the tunnels not too dangerous for a child? I'm no child, Mr. Crow. I have lived 3 whole years, and in just 3 recent days have accompanied father into the depth time and again. No one is better prepared for search for the stella than me. Полезай в дыру. Берем дитё, кидаем в шахту. Oh, thank you, Micah. I vote on defense from your means. The word to me. Like my words. I will get to the bottom of it. Such courageous words spoken from one so young. Carl Quaddle, you truly are a shining example for all your people. Worry not for your dear friend in my hut, and I will see that he won't for nothing while you are exploring down below. Go in safety and know that we pray for your success. Hell, я отправил ребенка в шахту. Ты уже вернулся? It is not simply for the future of my fellow Quatari that I must find the next stella. It is for father, for Valon, for Viz, to suffer infernal, for all those who call Arcticus home. I must succeed. Let the excavation begin. Dig, 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 dig. This is Ronka. О, не дали вот его спихнуть. Sometime later. Colonel Quaddle has safely returned from his exploration of the tunnels. Okay. Он не очень-то радостно выглядит. Кажется, он стол не нашел. You return, my young friend. Thanks be the great sir. What's this? Do mine eyes deceive me? You return alone. Indeed. On all our previous excavations, an avatar of the Great Serpent, clad in a suit of armor, arrived to welcome Father and I to the stellar resting place. This time, there was none to be found. Inconceivable, the Great Serpent forsaking a descendant of Ronka in their time of need. Indubitably, the Divine Protector moves in mysterious ways. But worry not, my friends, for I was able to locate the first stella myself, and thanks be to the Divine Protector, there was barely a scratch or a scrape on it. Yes, using the tools and techniques you have supplied to us, I do believe we will be able to raise it to the surface in pristine condition. Remarkable, truly. You are a paragon of Ronkan industriousness and ingenuity. Now to tell, Did this stone provide any new insights that might help us fend off the plague? Oh, Master Queenfoot, you will see for yourselves. Once we raise it to the surface, but let me tell you that I saw it with my own eyes. Picture providently, the corner was none other than the great serpent itself. Atop its head sat a glorious, large and fluffy green mass. Before the serpent, a man of Roncan garb raised his hands in sheer jubilation. Glorious! This is incontrovertibly proof that the Divine Protector guided our ancestors to enlightenment, just as it guides us today. Sadly, Father is in no condition to share with us his thoughts on the carvings, but no matter. With the Stella in impeccable condition, I am confident that my interpretation is the correct one. Yes, there can be no doubt in it. With a mighty screed, the great serpent did bestow upon their own people a great tuft of grass-green fluff, which cured them of dreadful pox. No doubt, it is to guide us to this very knowledge, the cure that would save our people, that the great serpent appeared before me. Glory, glory be to the screen. I could present another theory. Hello everyone, now I will entertain no wild theories or speculations about what has happened here today. The great serpent has granted us a miracle, and we must show proper obeisance. If I might to be bold as to expand upon your insight, young girl, I believe I can identify precisely the miraculous object which the serpent did carry on his blessed pail. Verily, this can be done none other than the greatest blessing of Raktika, Roncan moss, which grows so verdant and lush in our forest home. If I recall from my studies, Roncan moss can be harvested from numerous sources, but in particular from species of turtle found in the red chalice, upon whose shell it grows in great abundance. Рыбалка. Имайха, Алая Фронка, you have my word that this is the last time I will impose upon you. Would you be so kind as to go forth and search of the moss that will save my people? Okay, ладно, пойдем половим черепах. Splendid, and I, young girl, will make the funnel. The V's will doubtless have insight to share on how to brew a moss into a proper elixir. I'm deeply obliged to you, my friends. I will fend to Father and pray that his condition has not worsened in the meantime. Until we meet again. Okay. Рыбалочка. Так. Нет, знаете? По одной единственной причине. Лахи. Лахи. Ну как же неожиданно было слышать эту композицию здесь, когда я только сюда приперся. Рыбалочка. Рыбачим. Давай. Сколько мне одна? А, мне всего одна нужно. Бывай, черепаха. Покеда. Покеда, лохи. Да-да-да. Эй! Смотри, что я принес. Did you find the mouse, friend? Oh, please say that you did. Я нашел лучше. Вот тебе и мох, и на супчик мясо. Ха-ха-ха. Splendid. Splendidous. Why, it looks just as it did on the Stella. We must prepare the medicine at once. Папаня снова стоит. GG. Да, они огромные. Картиночки. Following the method illustrated in the carvings of the fourth stela, the stewards borrowed an elixir from the Roncan moss and distributed it to their ailing friends. Before long, the symptoms eased, and a brighter mood returned to the stubble. No longer lacking for manpower, Hukiro Quartle and his friends built a workshop that the medicine could be produced in large quantities to be distributed across the Great World. Sometime later. Какого цвета? Уф. Уф. Было бы очень странно, если... Ви. Было бы очень странно, если бы она была голубенькая. You must have that our friends in Slitherbow and Funnel are well and on their way to making a complete recovery. All of Raktika truly is in your debt, Imaiha. I have no words to express my gratitude. You have my gratitude as well, Imaiha. And we must not forget the great serpent who guided us to the cure. Speaking of which, where did it go? It is not our place to question the workings of the divine, my boy. No doubt, it felt that all here was done, and returned to a place where only the gods know. Does it mean I'll never see it again? Scream. Did you hear that? What I think I heard? On the stele. Yeah. Он и есть Стелла. Dun-dun-dun. The serpent returns to us. Or perhaps it was watching over us from behind the stall all along. That was so, Krukero. Indeed, the Great Serpent truly does work in mysterious ways. And so it was that the Quitari reclaimed the history and knowledge of their forefathers, and in so doing, played their role in returning peace to the Great Wood, just as foreseen by a certain prognostical priest. It was according to the Great Serpent's plan. Or was it? Okay. Mission accomplished. Дайте мне маунта купить. Дайте мне маунта. I cannot thank you enough for all that you have done on behalf of my boy. No, on behalf of all the stewards. You will be pleased to know that we have successfully succeeded in producing the bossy brew in large quantities, and fears of the plague sweeping through the Great Wood are well behind us. Did you ever find out what caused the disease, Father? It is difficult to say for certain, but I do have a theory. Plants, blossoms, and trees abound in the Great Wood, all possessing their own seeds and spores, some of which can be quite poisonous. Lesser poisons exist as well. In that case, one might build up an immunity if one lives for long enough in their presence. At the same time, different areas of the wood are home to different flora, each bearing their own poisons. And so, living for 100 years far away from this place, you say we have a different enmity than our friends in Sridhava and Fanal. Precisely, my boy. More precisely, we carry an element of the poison within us. And it is this which protects us from their harmful effects. The downside of this, of course, is quite clear. When the poisons are carried to a new place, where others are not accustomed to them, the self-same thing that protects us from their effects can have harmful effects on others, just as the poisons our bodies are unaccustomed to can harm us. So the sickness, it was all our fault for coming here. Perhaps, or perhaps not. We're not the only ones who traveled here when the path through the revel was opened. We, Quatari, the creatures of the forest, we saw on our way. Doubtless, the spread of the pox was inevitable. And besides, in coming here, we have rediscovered a powerful elixir that fashioned by our forefathers, and that we might use to prevent any further outbreaks of disease among those who can call the Great Wood home. Looking back, I suspect that matters such as these were a source of great contemplation in the days of the Empire, when people moved about the Great Wood often and in droves. No doubt this is why it was the Ronkans who discovered the cure, with the guidance of their divine protector, of course. The same divine protector who remembers well the events of those days, and who led us back to the remedy it had shared with our forefathers so many years ago. The fourth stella has been reclaimed, and with it another piece of our heritage. And yet, the Quatari did not do this alone. You, ally of Ronka, our friends Queenfoot and Valon, our loyal allies among the V's, all played a part in making this day happen. Given our people's mutual histories, it is perhaps fitting, wouldn't you say, Kirill? Indubitably. At long last, I understand how people must have felt in the days of Ronka, when our peoples cooperated and lived together in a great civilization. The wisdom of the forefathers has saved us today, but we must not rest easy. We must continue to learn and record our experiences, that our own wisdom might serve those who follow in our footsteps. There is still much that I would study as well. Pray come back to visit us, my friends. I would be happy to share with you all the wonderful things I am sure to learn. After all, while the serpent with the head has gone off somewhere, the helmeted one remains with us. Surely, this is a sign that there is still much to explore in the tunnels below. After all, why would it remain with us if there were not additional pathways and passages through which it seeks to guide us? Oh, I can hardly wait to see what may yet be unveiled. Интересно, как здесь устроено развитие этих сообществ. What ails the forest? 1,5 миллиона хп. XP. Holy. Reputation up. Рестиморн. Let's stop on the epic. Wait, please. The Qatari still restored. Furthermore, you can have access to wider selection of wares. Yes, дайте мне маунта. Gun fishing. У меня теперь все Disciples of Land 80 уровня. Oh yeah. Что ты мне продашь? Блин, три ачивки. Еще будет? Нет? Все, все. Оп. Маунт. Age old log. Это 70-е. Не выкончались, кстати. Но нет. Новый маунт. Блин, если у него мелодия лохи. Ох. Маунт гайд. Где он? Сабан. Нет. У него мелодия не лохи. Почему? Ну почему нет? Жалко. Жалко, конечно. И нам остается только Лайквуд. Ну, не только. Сколько сейчас? 30. Не-не-не-не. Я поспешил. Возвращаемся обратно в канал. У них 3 задания, я их не выполнил. Я на крайне специфическую мелодию надеялся, а ее нету. Бывай тогда, пчелка. Немножко порыбачим. Оно все далеко. Что тебе надо? Яйца. Large sock. Она вроде бы слева здесь эта курица валяется. Еп. У них сбежало. Мне ловить. Спасители всей мультивселенной ловит кур. С другой стороны, почему бы нет? Чем еще заниматься? А что, у нас есть свой собственный остров. У нас куча денег. Много влияния, которое мы никак не используем почему-то. Ловись, рыбка. А вот, двоечку нажимать, ну ладно. Выловится, наверное. Yep, с первой попытки. Рыбная ловля по миссии, она очень редко проваливается. Не то, что проваливается, а именно то, что ты вылавливаешь не то, что надо. Интересно, можно ли здесь погребальные камушки выловить? Ловлю рыбу на кладбище, великолепно. Не получилось, то что такое? Lowbow. This type of crab is native to Arcticus Greatwood and was doubtless named by the V's. Эй, успех. Стоп, а у Пикси все. У меня выполнено. 8 здесь максимальный. Оу. Очень странно. До 9 до 9 до 9 было тут на тебя. Правда, на 7-м, 8-й финальный. Вон. Ну, так мало XP дает. А, потому что 80 уровень. Вот почему так мало XP дает. А другого класса у меня никого для этого не было. Все Disciple of Land теперь 80-е. А вот сюда вот... Кто у меня подходит сюда? Blacksmith может подойти. Да, давайте Blacksmith. Чуть-чуть, но здесь 80-го не хватает. Краб. Крабик. Большой-большой крабик. Но, оказывается, денег стоит. Эй! Ранит. Как у тебя успехи с производством танков? Got some bad news and some more bad news. What do you want first? Alright, I'll pick. For starters, I hear the chief's been spending more and more time checking his beard in the mirror. But that can only mean one thing. It's almost beard tide. What are you going to do? At this rate, we'll never make it. As for the other bit of bad news, some of the workers have turned tail and ran back to the village before they got in any more trouble. Now there ain't enough people to handle production or bring in raw materials. Rigit, Karut, and the others are already in their breaking point. I even thought about asking Zog for help, but I can't bloody find her. Think. There must be a way. Maybe a nice relaxing stroll will clear my head. Он ушел, и больше мы его не видели. Yeah, a quick trip to scenic Damsel. She sought me right out. And whatever you do, don't follow me. Even if you think I might get eaten by hungry beetles. Don't follow me. Yes, definitely don't do that. То бишь ты хочешь, чтобы мы за тобой последовали? Ranit definitively does not want you to follow him to Damsel. Какая жалость! Давайте прям за ним и последуем. Долой твои желания. Ранить? Как у тебя дела? Ты на кино смотришь? Привет. Haha, I see you understood my subtle hints. You see, I wanted a word with you, away from the others. It's a bit of a touchy subject, and I don't want them getting discouraged or nothing. You're good at keeping secrets, ain't you? Uh-huh. Phew, alright. Truth is, I'm finding it all a bit much. The pressure, the responsibility. I've always been a loner, and nothing I ever did made a lot of difference to anyone else. Whether it seems to me you're the opposite. By the sounds of it, people are always turning up to you for help. Don't you ever worry you'll make some sort of horrible mistake and, I don't know, cause the end of the world or something? What's your secret? Just relax and date while you learn and tell them to do the work. I get by with a little help of my friends. Pressure is just another word for fear. Други. Магия дружбы. Все решает. Oh, you're right. I didn't get this far without my friends. I'm gonna need them in the days to come. Oh, Sanville ain't just a place. It's the people who make it work what it is. Thanks. I feel a lot better now. And with a great what's bloody flowing in my veins. What's blood? Yeah, flowing in my veins. There ain't nothing I can overcome. Because I've got what's hammer as well. Thanks to you finding it for me. Not that I ever use it, mind you. I'm keeping it safely hidden away until the day comes that I'm skilled enough to wield it myself. This thing, just a normal everyday hammer made. Nothing special, but gets the job done. Point is, it gives me something to look forward to. A reason not to give up. I can't go disappointing my illustrious ancestor now, can I? Still, honing my own skills is all well and good, but if I really want to go down in the history books, I've got to think big, think beyond what I'm capable of doing on my own. And with friends like you, how can I go wrong? And with friends like you. Yep. Right. I'll better get back to the work before I run out of steam again. I found my motivation now. Now all I need is a plan. I wonder what Watts would do at a time like this. A shame his experience was in automata and not tanks. Maybe not all I need is a plan. Automata. Они автоматизируют производство. Megasonic Frog Boy. Legit and crude. I thought it was working. We just fancied a spot of eavesdropping. Hope you don't mind. Yes, we've heard everything. I wish you'd said something sooner. You don't have to be the burden on your own, you know? You bear the burden. Let us share the load. We share the load. Ah, alright. But don't say I didn't warn you. Wait. What was it the frog boy said just now? I know it's only copying what we say, but I feel like it was hinting on something. Now all I need is a plan. Automata. That's it! What's it? Ah, I see. Actually, we thought Ozog might be here too, but she's nowhere to be seen. Go or not, we'll need all the pairs of hands we can get. Perhaps she's made her way back to workshop by now, and we should probably go likewise. Она сейчас вернулась, там никого, и она ушла. О. Топ-маунт. С топ-музыкой. О, еще на фоне Луны, Блин, шутики. У них 12 гемов насобиралось. Я нажал дискард. Фак. Если нажать сорт. А, нет, я нажал сорт. Все правильно. Фух. То я удивился, что это не было подтверждения выброса. Thanks to the frog boy. The way forward seems clear. Come on. I'll show you what I have in mind. Automation. Давай, полностью автоматизируй производство. Пупочкин. I'm gonna use this space to build something that speed up production. But I can't do it all on my own. That reminds me. I thought Ozark was supposed to be around here somewhere. Oh, did you miss me? Oh. Внезапно. Sorry to keep you waiting. I took the liberty of inviting a few friends of yours. I knew it was only a matter of time before you needed my help. My skills don't come cheap, you know. Selok and I may not be engineers, but we were also not averse to a bit of hard work. Yes, just point out what needs doing and leave the rest to us. Really considering all you've done to us, Mr. Renit. It would be our pleasure to assist you. You traveled all this way just to help me? Well, not you. You live around the corner, but I'm grateful all the same. I'm so happy I... Aww. Все ради производства танков. Alright. There's plenty of work to be done, and not much time to do. As for you, Imaiha, just because all these people have shown up doesn't mean you are off the hook. Справедливо. Так, что я должен построить? Time to put my plan into action. By using a lot of existing automation pods, I'll be able to upgrade the workshop and build the rest of tanks, even with just this small number of us. Still, there are a few things that needs to be made from scratch. And I've got a whole crate's worth of parts I want you to make. Anything less than perfection, and it might blow up in our faces. So build me your finest work. Alright? The Factomatic Mecha Total dish out of whatever materials you might need. I'm counting on you, Майха. Okay. Привет, дай мне материалы. Requests for materials are acknowledged and rejected. Voting smithing. Так. Как это делается? Так. Аккуратно. Так. 80%. Ау. До 2 шага сделал. Oh yeah! С первой попытки. И отранит. What is it? Let me see. Great work as always. I'd better put this to use right away. There's not a moment to spare. Строим завод. Oh yeah. So. Oh yeah. With the day of reckoning looming ever closer, Ranid has decided that it would be quicker to construct an entire factory, complete with automation workers, that are built for ranks identical to the one he has already completed. But Ranid's mind moves in mysterious ways. For that, Ranid lacks an effective time management he more than makes up for with sheer stubbornness and in the face of overwhelming odds. Perhaps this is what has earned him the respect and the loyalty of his ragtag collection of friends. Все ради постройства танков. And the fateful day arrives. Beard wash. The chief will be here any moment, and I still have one more tank to finish. Maya, I have an idea. Come with me. Huh? We'll try to buy you some time. Get that last tank completed, no matter what it takes. Uh-huh. Кузов, какая у тебя идея? О, мы встретим капитана и бросим в него грязь, чтобы испачкать ему бороду снова. Ему пришлось обратно, снова идти ее мыть. Дважды в год моют бороду, однако. Привет. Oh, I'm not used to all this running about. Here, take this. Грязь? Пусть это будет просто грязь. It's Nitro Brew, an alcoholic beverage that doubles as paint stripper, and it's strong enough to knock out a bison. If we leave this keg on the road, someone is bound to help himself to a few swigs. Oh. Don't give me that look. You clearly don't know how a dwarf's mind works. Look, there is much time, and this is the best I could come up with. Just put them over there and let the dwarven nature take its course. И мы будем спаивать дворфа. Почему бы и нет? Раз кега. 2 кега. 3 кега. Задача выполнена. Растворитель расставлен.
That should do it. And now we wait.
Вообще можно было бы его просто напоить настолько, чтобы у него начало двоиться в глазах. И тогда достаточно было бы всего лишь 3 танков. Оу. Yep, оно явно сработало.
What? He's already here? And why is Chief click with him? Huh? But more importantly, did the Nitro Brute do its job?
It must be my lucky day. And besides, we're ashamed to let all that grog go to waste. For once, I agree with you. You old swine. Оно сработало даже лучше, чем мы рассчитывали. Да, было. Наша...
One that eat. They won't stay like this forever. What happened?
Варп перезапустился.
Was I asleep? My head feels like it's been stabbed on by a tourist. Booze must have been involved. Are there supposed to be tanks around here somewhere? Too late, too late. Yes, I noticed a distinct lack of tanks. I declare this contest well and truly not so fast. The hills are alive with the sound of tanks. Very neat. What? The bloody hells. The running tankards at your service.
Халявный молоток.
What's wrong with you two? Aren't you gonna congratulate me on my hard-earned victory? No, we will not. Have you any idea what you put us through? Did I say my hard-earned victory? Of course. What I meant is to say is our hard-earned victory. Yes, yes. A slip of the tongue, that's all. Is that any better? Yeah. Well, Reed, you did it, fair and square. No underhanded dirty tricks, at least not that I'm aware of. Zog, they have yet to decide your punishment for consorting with the Thalls. I will say this. You have demonstrated the superiority of Gog engineering, without which these tanks would never have seen the light of day. Listen, Chief. I didn't do this because I'm a Gog. I did this because I'm a member of the Waltz Anvil. So, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. All this talk of Thal and Gog has reminded me something important. I don't often talk about this, but when I were a lad, my chief once told me that Thal and Gog were once had a single tribe. Кто бы мог подумать? And into that one tribe... Oops. Парам-парам. Вернулся. Названивают. And into that one tribe was born a boy. His name was Watts. He was blessed with a curiosity and imagination in abundance, and grew up to become the greatest inventor our kind has ever known. But sadly, the automata that he created caused a rift in our people. Some wanted to use them as workers, while others saw them as tools of war. And we all know how that ended. The limp-bearded Thalls are content to dig their holes and till their soil, and the mighty Gogs crushed their enemies and sown the field with their blood. Glory to Comra! A pox on Comra! A pox! Is that the worst your Thalls can muster? Stop squabbling, the pair of you! I want to hear the rest of the story. Ah, yes. As I was saying, Watts was blessed himself, was beside himself to think that his beloved inventions could lead to so much strife. He locked away the rest of his designs so that they would never bring harm to his fellow dwarves. And those designs included the tank. Ah, it all makes sense now. No wonder he didn't want no one finding them. But if I hadn't opened the safe, somebody else would have eventually. How did you open it anyway? It was locked tight. Well, it was a long time ago, so I ain't quite sure, but I remember I used a coin. The one given to me by a Gog, I think. Ah, that coin! It's the one I gave you. Huh? Even you that Gog girl from all these years ago. Maybe this is how Watts planned it all along. His descendants are working side by side. Aww. It wasn't the technology that were at fault. It was us dwarves and our bickering that caused us to live apart as Thor and Gog. But now, one of us ideas might build a bridge between us. Oh, shut up, you soft sod. You daft sod. You think this is all it takes to wash away generations of bad blood? Bah. But, on the other hand, we Gogs admire what's just as much as you Thols. If you're right, which would be the first, it was some thought. Trouble is, it all seemed a little too convenient. The coin, the chance reunion, all the other coincidences. And there are probably a load more I don't even know about.
Что на меня смотрите? Я тут при чем?
Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. You see, all the coincidences in the world won't do you no good if you ain't got the gumption to make the most of them. Something Renit and Azog have in spades. Right, that's enough bullering out of me. I'm off for a pint at the Crystarium on my way home. And if you two think this is the end, think again. 5 tanks is just the start. I'll take more in that to solve the world's troubles. Alright, I hear you. Now, bugger off and let us get on with it.
Bye. О, у меня кофеином кончился. О, вообще-то вовремя.
Oh, that's funny. I thought these two were enemies. Probably got more in common than they realize. Anyway, it's time we go back to the anvil.
Танкетка. Оп, полетели. Пончик. Почтивый псевдоптиц. Орнит.
So, Zog bought me some time, did you? Should have bought a bit more by the sound of it. Just joking. If it weren't for you two, I'd never had made it. I suppose that's what's anvil is all about. You lot working your asses off to make me look good. Something like that anyway. But it's like the chief said. A measly 5 tanks ain't gonna right the world's wrongs, so I reckon 500 ought to do. We'd better get back to work. And no slacking.
Repression up. You will receive an experience point bonus upon completion of the Dwarf Society daily quests. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from Mizet. Класс! Дай мне маунта. Нет. Дай мне маунта. Нет. 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 Да! Rolling 10 card. Yes. У меня этой мелодии нет почему-то. Рык. Новая музыка. Теперь у меня есть мини-танк. Yeah.
Yeah!
Мы в танке, в прямом смысле. Шик! Так, и на этом у нас заканчивается репутация здесь. Погнали в Endwalker теперь. Вроде бы одно из них находится в Шарлиане. А, блин. Призыв Маунта. Олд Шарлиан. Так. Ты собиратель? Не собиратель. Ага. Карпентер. Здравствуй, Дримингвей. Я у тебя тут посижу, не против? Не, а пока я тут сижу, я схожу, заварю себе чё кофеёк и вернусь. Скоро буду. Парам-парам. Парам-парам. Я вернулся. Привет, Дримингвей. Я наконец-таки до тебя добрался. Must be dreaming way. Что ты здесь делаешь, крыс?
You may have, my friend. My chum, my pal, my old earthen foil leadwear. How delighted I am to finally see you again. Do you remember me? Don't you?
Мы не так уж и давно встречались.
Which one are you again?
Помним мы тебя.
Ooh, I had me worried for a moment there, with how your eyes glaze over like that. In any case, I'm truly glad to have found you at last. Aetherius is quite a bit larger than one anticipates, isn't it? And it's even so intact. A touch of widespread destruction, yes, but you and your friends did a remarkable job of saving it. I can see why you prefer to stay. Really, I do. But you must understand. You've left a fair few of my fellow Loporits in a bind. Their sole purpose in life was to prepare the moon for mankind. And now that you're not coming, well, they're depressed. Not to mention bored. I know what it's like. To while away the days, drifting from one dull task to another, occasionally bumping into the walls. You managed to set me to the right, though. My day of listlessness are over, and I'm happier pursuing music than ever I was before, so I wondered. You did not help my fellow Loporits as you helped me. Not all by yourself, of course. I promise that I'll be there every hop, skip, and a jump of all of the way.
Okay.
I knew you'd agree. It would be best if you met the Loporits in questions yourself. So please, join me in a Bestway Burrow as soon as you are able.
Okay. Погнали. Помогаем лопаритам.
Thank you. They're in a sorry state at the moment, but surely we can find some way to help.
Society quest accepted. Dun dun dun. Sea of Stars. Блин, телепортация на Луну дорогая. Целую 1000 стоит. Где ты? Иди сюда. Привет.
Welcome, Imaiha. Now that you're here, you'll likely notice that some of the other Loporits seem a bit floppy. Perhaps if you speak with them, we can get a clear understanding of their plight. Once you're done, we shall formulate a plan of action for this.
Okay. Вообще, примерно этого я ожидал, что у них наступит экзистенциальный кризис из-за того, что мы спасли Aetherius, и им теперь нет необходимости поддерживать существование всего этого комплекса. С другой стороны, Aetherius все еще существует. А пока что Aetherius существует, есть шанс, что он ему что-то начнет угрожать. И понадобится лодочка спасательная.
You know these days that simply feel bad. When the carrot stays bland and nothing sounds like fun, and you don't want to talk to your friends even though they're right there. Well, all of my days are these days.
Окей. Сочувствую. Блин. Ауч.
Why do I seem so sad? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps because my entire life's work was all for naught. What a question. What's so wrong with the moon saving, huh? What's so wrong with moon living, huh? We worked so hard to make sure you would be comfortable here, and it's gone entirely to waste.
Что если сделать из Луны, не знаю, либо отель огромный, либо же развлекательный центр? Типа, я знаю одного триллионера, который, я думаю, вложился бы в перестройку.
To think my carrots will ever remain untasted by mankind. And what of the leopards? Day in, day out, we eat carrots, we grow carrots, we eat carrots again. It's as if the carrots are growing us. Was this their plot all along?
Пока что плана особо никакого нет. Во что это разобьется?
I see from your face that you met some of our wayward ways. Depressing, isn't it?
Да.
I wish I knew how to bring them out of the doldrums. Did you have any ideas?
Нужна какая-нибудь цель постройки.
Perhaps they can yet find new dreams of their own. Why don't you start by telling them of your dream? You mean the one about the carrots the size of starships? Oh, my dream! If each of my fellows had their own dream to guide them, they would be cured of their melancholy as surely as I was. Of course, finding one's dream is easier said than done. Perhaps you can help them on their respective ways by introducing the myriad options available. It took significant trial and error in my case, after all. If we gather the leopards who already have dreams together in a centralized location, it should make for a decent start. We simply show my listless fellows the fun of to be had in various pursuits, and bam! They'll be stuck with inspiration so hard that they'll have to carry them out of stretches. An operation of this scale will require permission from a living way, though, and I am but one of the friendly, expressive numbers of leopards under her authority. As she often reminds us, our passing whims must be processed in the order they are received. Your whims, on the other hand, are practically the whims of Etheris itself, and will be prioritized accordingly. You'll lend your support to my petition, won't you?
Да, почему нет? Я хочу вас устроить. Я не хочу, чтобы вы тут страдали. Мы все еще не знаем, могут ли они умереть. Типа стареют ли, умирают ли они, типа рождаются ли новые зайки. Или они просто существуют здесь бесконечно долго? Они просто есть. Потому что они... Я даже не знаю, искусственные... Не, они вроде искусственные создания. Они не... Миньоны, их не призвали. Они живые. Полноценно.
It's her. Quickly, put on your best person of Aetherius with high hopes for the future phase. Hey! Why, Maya, what a pleasure to see you. May I say that you're looking especially person-like today. And dreaming way besides. Is there something I can assist you with? I have yet to find a willing instructor in the Ishgardian Horn, I'm afraid. Oh, no, That is to say, you will have doubtless noticed that many Labyrinth's fur is looking less than sleek lately. As to what can be done about it.
Мы организуем биржу труда. Своего рода. Скорее, биржу хобби.
I see. I've been grappling with the self-same concern. Large though projects like the Escatron are, they're simply insufficient to occupy everyone here. So I say, why not? We have the whole moon at our disposal, and there is no reason a small portion of it should not be dedicated to labyrinth and enrichment.
Enrichment? Блин, почему мне сразу вспоминается Portal?
I even know a few folks who I'm certain would be willing to share their dreams. In just a moment.
У нас сразу будет небольшая команда в начале. Прикольно. Прикольно, если так.
And here they are.
Я думал, она сейчас просто уйдет.
First, allow me to introduce Coiningway. They have a zest for monetary matters, big and small, and dream of minting their own currency. Though your venue will primarily be a marketplace of dreams, you should doubtless require a more tangible system to ensure that your collaborators are compensated fairly. That, I dare say, is where I mean. Rest assured that your participation in my experimental market will be invaluable in providing the moon's viability as an economic power. Managing Way here will also be happy to join you. They were responsible for determining the layout of our facilities, delineating development projects, ensuring goals were met by each work division, and other such administrative matters. Unfortunately, with the Exodus cancelled, much of their work has dried up, and has been difficult to find another suitable outlet for their enthusiasm. According to my projections, each and every stage of this project must needs be strictly scheduled in order to meet target metrics. Would you like to see my charts?
I'll look at my chart. Well, look at this graph.
Yeah. Oh, charts! How fortunate we are to be working with the true experts in whatever it was you said. as well as in my home, of course. You'll be staying here, I hope? There is no greater expert in helping our loopers find their dreams than you. Even should we scour the moon, nay, the universe. If I may. We will require a skilled... We will require a skilled artisan if we are to meet our goals. My files indicate that you have a significant experience in this area. I have already added your name to the list of staff. It would be disruptive to remove it now, so I too must ask for your cooperation.
Гаденыш. Он нас уже записал. Let's build some dreams. Ну и колечко.
Ooh, I feel much better knowing you will be here to help. Do try to avoid causing Imaiha under trouble, yes? Now, I have taken the liberty of designating a space for your activities.
За дверью, которая была закрыта?
Just beyond that door is a room to which we never assigned a real purpose. We've been using it for storage, but no one will be terribly put out if you use it as your venue.
Кладовка.
I cannot thank you enough, Linway. I suppose the best way to show my gratitude will be to put that room and my stuff here to good use. Come along, everyone.
Шик.
I fear they know not what trial lie in wait. One trial in particular. Whatever shall we do with our most wayward way?
Блин, откуда теперь? Вроде бы я не мог сюда раньше заходить. Улита она незнакома. Dreaming supporter.
Greetings. This supporter has been programmed to assist with dreaming-related needs. Today's automatically generated suggestion is Chocobo Justin.
Великолепно.
I didn't think it was possible to dream any bigger than I already have. But look at this place.
Оно пустое. Тут ничего нету. Это склад с домиком.
It still needs a lot of work before we can open the dreamless to the dreamless public, however. So without further ado, if I may. Before we begin to build, it is vital that we clarify our vision to ensure a unity of purpose and stoke the flames of motivation. Otherwise, we shall find ourselves giving up halfway through, or worse, executing an efficient process. I see. In that case, I suppose my vision is to build a stage for musical performances. This is my dream, after all. We will also require a commercial area wherein my new currency can change powers. I imagine we might procure a variety of merchandise as well. No objections here? Then I assume you will take care of the more tedious labor. Meanwhile, I shall be polishing my currency and mediating upon the finer points of value determination. I can scarcely wait to begin pricing. As far as labor concerned, I'm happy to contract building waste services. The construction systems at his disposal should see our tasks carried out that much the swifter. That said, the components we are in our construction efforts will greatly benefit from a master craftsman's touch, Imaiha. What is to be your that is to be your responsibility. Yeah. I like your attitude, Imaiha. I can see that you'll go far here. For the moment, you should focus on creating components for the frame of Dreaming's Way stage. It is vital that we prevent any wobbling, or outright collapse. I have taken charge of our inventory, so you need only deliver the fruits of your labor to me.
Что запорим компоненты?
That should be everything you need. But if you require additional raw materials, you will find the Dreaming supporter fully stocked.
Все просто. Новые дварфы. Смогу ли я это скрафтить? О, мне обычное надо скрафтить. Окей, это должно быть просто. Изи. Я, наверное, могу даже так. О. Блин, переодеться придется. Пропустил. О, там что-то есть. Там кто-то стоит. А там что-то делают. Mission accomplished.
You're finished, if I may. This is precisely what I asked for. Well done, Imaiha. Now, for liability reasons, I must ask you to wait here during construction. Pray give us a few moments to achieve the building systems. To activate the building systems. Behold, this stage of my dreams, from which you shall share the joys of music with all the appropriate kind.
С баром? О, это не бар, это диджейная стойка, окей.
Impressive, is it not? Even more so when we... Turn up the music!
Okay. Okay.
I wrote this one myself. Does make you want to have it up? Frankly, you've exceeded my expectations. rarely is the first stage of a project much such a success. Allow me to draw your attention to the shopping station. When you are handsomely rewarded with my original elaborate carrots, you will doubtless enjoy spending them here. Камушки. You've certainly outdone yourself, though I will have my doubts as to whether you'll find anyone to purchase this slide. That slide. But wait, there's more. You will kindly follow me.
Что еще? What the hell? Ладно.
Now it bespeaks a well-run organization with plentiful financial returns like uniforms. I do feel rather more official now. These shorts should keep us our mutual goals. These shorts should keep our mutual goals at the forefront of our minds. A friend mentioned to me that the bards and the musicians of Atheris often don peculiar accessories, so the glasses seemed appropriate for Dreamway. And now we can locate our leader at a distance.
Думаешь, они тоже путаются кто-кто?
Thank you, Coningway. They do lend a certain weight, possibly of expectation. I'll do my utmost not to disappoint.
Йоу, сколько уже набежало.
Pardon me, but what is this place? I couldn't help but follow the music. And before I knew what was happening, I'd hopped all the way here.
Добро пожаловать. Мы делаем культ.
This, my friend, is a workshop. The workshop of dreams. That does have a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Almost musical. In any case, feel free to stay for as long as you like.
Дособирали зайцев. Как легко зайцев заманить.
Where am I? Everyone looks so happy. Am I allowed to join on? Oh, I wish someone could tell me what to do. Ahem, if I may. I do hope they find their way. Surely there is a dream out there for everybody. Thanks to you, thank to you for helping to make mine a reality. But we are just getting started. There are still plenty of dreams out there to make space for, and loborates to lure into our hopeful clutches. I'm counting on you, Майха.
Естественно. Как и все остальные. О, нет.
What is this ruckus? Can they just be quiet? Hopping around like fools. It won't change anything one whit.
Темный зая. Стоп. Что если это Асиен в теле зайца? Я не знаю, как бы это работает. Не, стоп. Если они живые существа, то это может работать.
Dreamway's Dreaming Workshop is now open to the public. patrons can dance the night away at the musicking station, or shop until they fill up at the shopping station. There is much yet to be done, however, if each laborate is to find new purpose. Continue expanding the workshop to see what dreams may come. Один просто хочет тусовать, другой просто хочет торговать. Все просто. Society quest unlocked. Friendly. Laborate Society quests are now available. Furthermore, you may purchase wares from Conway. For your convenience, the Laborates have aligned the teleportation portal, the Dreaming Workstation, to one near the Ethered Western Barrows. Way to go! Значок прикольный. Справедливо, что менеджер выдает задание. Реально морковки. Их надо выпрыгнуть. Keeping way, fixing way. Стоп, вообще произошел сброс. Поэтому я мог бы... нет, это уже вне стрима. Так, теперь мне нужно найти третий. А кто здесь еще? Не помню. Кто в дополнение к лапаритам? Society Quest. Society Quest. Мою налево. Микроны. Микроны у нас тусуют. Кафе. Точно. Квест начинается в... Где он начинается? Посмотрел. Сколько будет стоить телепортация на другой конец вселенной? Ауч. Много денег, вот сколько. Это не то место. Мне нужно... Да, и... Здесь дорожки все еще здесь. Здрасте. А вот и мы. Welcome me, Maiha, to the last dregs. As long as we are open for business, and that's not all. This unit recommends you allow the squeaky lifeform to elaborate. Please be advised that this recommendation does not extend to our other conversations. For one thing, we've cleared the place up since you last visited. This counter is clean enough to eat off. We also recruited additional Omicrons to our cause. They have absolutely not better to do, and are thus stationed here at all hours. I fear their lack of customs service experience may prove an issue, however, so I think it is best that our first patrons be similar to the people of Theris. You lot have been awfully understanding of our slip-ups with the moan. To fulfill that objective, this unit has taken the liberty of ordering the replication of possibly intelligent life forms based on data recovered from the dead ends. These life forms now exist as tangible simulations, much like this unit itself, allowing them to enjoy Cafe's services. If you orient your ocular orbs to your right, you will find Patron 001 and Patron 002 of the Caroline people. Oh fuck. Season. Prepare to die, traitor! I shall now obliterate your hideous helm and your belligerent brain with it. Ideological alignments with the global community is the only way to restore peace. That and the other annihilation of our enemies. You say that, mongrel? You have long since ceased to see beyond the lash around your neck. Or perhaps it's the tasteless headwear that's sitting on cutting off oxygen to your brain. You and your masters know not of righteousness. The peace you offer is but apathy, self-determination subjugated to the pull of the yoke. Pray that you at last know freedom and death. Они очень рады друг друга видеть. Теперь поцелуйтесь. As you can see, it's not going as well as we had hoped. The data indicates that while the Corellians prospered materially under the global community, the anti-establishment freedom fighters fought back against the oppressive social conditions, leading the total annihilation of both civilization and star. Excuse me. It seems like both of you want the same thing. To put an end to this conflict and live happily ever after. Also, to murder each other, but that didn't turn out so well for you last time. How about you take a seat and talk this over?
Бухло все порешает.
I suppose this will have to do for the time being. For you see, I have something even more important to show you with me.
Да-да. Шустрый кролик.
And you see, here at the end of the universe, a new star has been born.
Oh, fuck.
Furthermore, Origins confirm that this unidentified star is composed of dynamis. With the Endsinger gone, Ultima Thule should no longer be doomed to despair. Yet what kind of star, what civilization could have arisen out of the dynamis of this place? I shudder to think. That is precisely why this unit recommends eliminating potential threats immediately. The looming specter of a hostile civilization is not conducive to carrying out current orders to leave. Have you learned nothing from the Corinthians? We cannot simply go about annihilating everybody who looks at us as askance. Besides, it would be a shame to waste any potential resources the star has to offer. It's not as if we are rolling in tea leaves out here. This unit finds the eminently killable life forms outbreak to be intolerably naive. I'll show you imminently killable, you weird-looking fork. Anyway, I propose this. With your help, Yamaiha, we first investigate the newborn star. There will be plenty of time for annihilating it later, should such matter be called for. If both eminently killable life forms insist, you may access the research portal from base Omicron. This unit will accompany you for your own safety. Стоп, это будет не здесь? Это будет какой-нибудь типа лагерь исследовательский на границе новой звезды? О, видимо, да. Я ожидал, что мы просто бар будем отстраивать и соберем сюда всех выживших. Все, но нет. Beyond this portal, you will find a research area constructed for the purpose of collecting data on the new star. You may proceed, with caution, to the star from here. Color me impressed. By Stigma 4, that is. But one thing made all of this. Now, a look sharp, Forky. A47. Oh. Portal to the new star. Я же в портал? Видимо, да. ETL travel initialized. Calibrating coordinates. Стоп, оно значит там далеко. Fuck. Вау! Это абсолютно ничего. Кроме звезды. The Ultima Thule is governed by sentiment. Does it mean that huge thing came straight from someone's hut? Initializing scan of planet surface and core. Environmental scans, inconsistent with the data from previous recorded planets. No sign of civilization detected. This unit can only assume that the star is entirely new. Unlike anything that's seen before. Emergency alert from the last dregs. This unit will now transmit directly from Sigma 4. Emergency alert. Customers designated Patron 01 and Patron 02 resisting delivery of sustenance. Weapons have been drawn. Please advise. Resisting? What the world did you serve them? As proposed by the fully ridden manager, staff first attempted to provide patrons with locally rendered carrots. These were rejected as not food. Gardona oil and Omicron grease were also rejected, despite databases indicating that these substances fulfill 95% of the criteria for designation as food. Words unsuitable for transmission also issued forth from patrons at this time. The torrent of verbal abuse activated the Gardona's Guardian moderation filters, causing it to set weapons systems to purge. All remaining units have withdrawn behind available cover. Projections include a 99.9783% chance of failure should further arbitration be attempted by current staff. Management support requested. I sort of expected this. After all, artificial carrots just aren't right. There's the fresh and juicy crunch. There's the sunlight aftertaste of dirt. Have you ever tried any other food? This may sound far-fetched, but perhaps they don't like carrots. Nonsense. Everyone I know loves carrots. I don't know why anyone would bother putting other things in their mouth when there are perfectly good carrots lying around. But very well. I suppose we'll need to concoct some sort of nutrition admixture. That indicates that cultivation prospects in Ultima Thule are abysmal. To manufacture ingredients would require a dedicated production plant. Given the fate of our aforementioned carrots, it simply will not do. But what of this new star? Could it not be used to cultivate the fresh culinary ingredients we need? I can see it now. Our customers' contentment upon tasting the most delicious and nutritious cuisine they ever had. The sight should delight me as much as 100 carats of happiness at least. Creation magics? Goodness me. Моє здання призыву. And in soil, acidity, moisture content, and temperature within acceptable parameters. And it's soft under my paws, as if it's simply begging for cultivation. Indeed, analysis indicates that 56.2% of cultivars registered to database during prior conflicts with organic life civilizations would be suited to this environment. Did the star grant my wish? I suppose, given the nature of this place, it's not unreasonably to deliver that residual energies from Meteor's nest could have coalesced into a new star. No, that said star would be as susceptible to emotion as the rest of the dynamics around here. This theory is excessively convenient, but the data does not contradict it. Your ability to insult me, even when you're in green, never ceases to amaze. Fortunately for you, I have better things to do than bicker with a bucket of balls right now. Oh, mightiest of creations, feel the craving deep within my soul and grant me endless carrots. Aww. Perhaps gluttony does not equate as an emotion. Bugger. Yet my hopes for the cafe do, apparently. Unlike me, however sincere, visions of carrots specifically, that intangible hope for potential future, took form as terrible earth. In which case, perhaps the joy of as yet unrealized possibility is the key to success here. Thus shall we call it Elysian, a joyful land where our hopes may come to rest. Elysium. The mythology at work here remains alien to this unit, whether our excited organism's speculation has merit. Dynamis has been demonstrated to make the impossible possible. Yeah. However, the data also shows that it lends itself as easily to ill as to good. If the beings of Ultima Thule succumb to despair once more, the consequences will be dire. This unit does not even need to run the calculations, to be sure. Ah, well, my carrots. I forgot all about the customers. We must attend to them with all haste, lest they warp the nature of the star.
Погнали обратно. Успокаивает создания, которые... А я так и не понял, не сами создались или их создали? Там снизу ядро. Он очень близко. Хватит ругаться, успокойтесь.
Please, if you just sit down for a nice, calming cup of tea. As if I would fall for your ruse a second time. That food you serve us made me alone for the days of chewing a boot at the trenches. Deeply though it pains me, I must agree. That was the least palatable vegetable I have ever eaten. Wartime or no. If I die, my blood is on your hands. Heavens, we can't have that. We wish only to satisfy our customers, to bring them joy, so they may never again fall to despair. What dishes would bring you joy, if I might ask? Everything we typically eat, from beans to beef, is manufactured according to specification that I could not begin to guess at. But I would take anything even approaching normal at this point. Perhaps a salad to cleanse the palate of that horrid oil. As long as there are none of these genetically modified logs in this time. I see. 2 salads with complementary organic ingredients. Coming right up. How soon your paltry grey matter forgets. There is dearth of produce in this corner of the universe. Even on the new star, seeds will require time to grow. Oh, but surely I can do something about it. You're a botanist, are you not? Surely there must be some manner of edible flora around here. Inceptious though it may be. And I dare say local ingredients are something of a conversation starter. So that could be our next step towards our patrons resolving their differences. Wouldn't that be lovely? Okay. Пойдем соберем им еды. You need only relax and wait. We'll serve you a delicious dinner, yes. Reluctantly reviewing natural resources databases. Promising nodes located. Ooh, галгерабы. Onions growing on the Ray Tetra area to show acceptable nutrition composition. Database indicates they may also provide desired flavor to the impending salad. While you do that, we'll see if we can sprout up a few more ingredients from our stores. Though I cannot imagine why one would prefer other foodstuffs to carrots. I must admit that I find this culinary experimentation rather invigorating. Oh yeah.
Делаем салатики. Портал есть прям туда. Ashwin Station. Prime Alien Onion. Инопланетный лук. И вернулись. Я принес... Кстати, что про него написано? A fresh, pungent vegetable promised to conquer the palates of unwitting life forms. The return of allied life form Imaiha is most welcome. This unit can only hope that the other organic life forms will now cease their whining. cease thy whining. I brought onions.
Quality and quantity of provided ingredients exceed expected parameters. Yours, maybe. I knew Imaha would go above and beyond. Now to put these greens to the test.
Просто кормим их луком. Довольно-таки декоративный лук. Окей.
Needless to say, I fear for my life. But now that you've done so much trouble, I suppose we should try it.
Хрум, хрум, хрум.
An astoundingly robust spectrum of flavors and texture. I was unaware that food could possess such pleasant complexity. Mass-produced dishes pale in comparison. What's your tone? The global community solved world hunger through automation, you know. Your lot would have scurvy thrice over without it. Still, I must admit that the flavor is unique. Though we replicated a wide variety of cultivators in our factories, just as many were consigned to history. I see what a loss that was. Now that what a loss it was. And an appeal to having the freedom to choose what you eat. Is there not? Though I recognize the valuability of your world hunger argument. Perhaps there is room for both perspectives at the table. As this peculiar waiter observed, our haste to elevate one at the expense of other was not served as well in the past. Odd words to fear from the freedom fighter, but not one. That's the spirit. I'm certain you two have plenty in common, if you're willing to hear each other. In the meantime, why not help us with the green gardening? Release some of that pent-up energy that has you shouting at each other all the time. Think about it. It's honest, non-violent work. And the more you grow, the more new flavors you can experience. I have a patch of land on a new star that has your name on it. Well, your patron designations anyway. What do you say? I cannot claim that I'd be happier on the battlefield. I fought in the name of peace until there was not left to fight, or to fight for. There has to be a better way. Maybe in safeguarding a life rather than taking it. I found out what that is. I was like, nah. I hesitate to align my ethics with that of a global citizen. Yet it is true that we now have the freedom to choose a better future. Very well, I shall put down my arms and travel a different path this time around. That is truth. Let us plant these vegetables. Ah, I smell hope. It smells like carrots of happiness. If you are wondering, perhaps listen and smell it too. Inconclusive and 80% nonsensical. However, possibilities resulting from this unlikely alliance approach the infinite. I suppose that means we'll have to go and see for ourselves. Come along, patrons. Теперь мы их приведем на новую звезду. Сотворит ли что-то с ней их прибытие? Я так понимаю, каждый уровень мы будем привозить туда все больше и больше людей, будут, наверное, расширять территорию и создавать новые вещи там. Despite the small yet statistically significant chance of their being greeted by hostiles, the native life form has sent Pattern 01 and Pattern 02 ahead to listen. This unit suggests we take haste in confirming that what effects, if any, their emotions have wrought on the star.
Понятно. То бишь мы сглаживаем их эмоции, а только потом отправляем сюда. О, они забор построили. What the hell? Ew.
The Karelians' heartfelt hopes for a peaceful future have taken form in resplendent gardens. Nevertheless, much of the newborn star remains as unto a blank canvas. What other hopes will the power of dynamism bring to life?
Ну да, то бишь мы будем искать новых посетителей, заглаживать какие-либо решать проблемы, которые мучили их при жизни, потом отправлять сюда, чтобы они расширяли территорию. Я думал, это какой-то препарат типа для копки, ну в смысле, не знаю, для бурения, это кажется культиватор.
Dynamism-based alterations to the local environment exceed all but most improbable of projections. Data from prior civilizations indicate that organic customers will be pleased with the vegetables available from consumption. This unit proposes a temporary retreat to A4 research to discuss future salads and salad-adjacent matters.
Эй! Большая кура.
All management units are present. This unit will now run multiple cognitive simulations of the last drag's future.
И, кажется, level up. Должен быть level up.
Analysis complete. Simulations suggest that future consultation with reconstructed life forms and changes to the nature of illusion will both be beneficial in increasing future customer satisfaction. Overall, friendly interactions appear key to success at Last Drag's objectives, which are vital to the ongoing mission to live. In other words, if we continue to value our patrons, our cafe will become an ever greater source of joy. This unit would not make such a fanciful projection, but nevertheless agrees with the general trajectory proposed. The ongoing assistance of allied life form Yamaiha will also be invaluable. will you continue to act as management unit? I swore I'd never go back to detail. Count this unit in. Your cooperation is appreciated. In preparation for the next phase operation, this unit proposes categorically repositioning Matrix Sigma to this location, that it may better assist in coordinating the planetary and cover objectives. Transmission orders will commence at your signal.
Engage! Привет, Шарик. Пока не можешь быть.
The thrusters on cooldown, initiating matrix installation. Speaking of which, we have one more installation to attend to. Hold still, and 7000.
Его разукрасят. Чем? Как именно? Апа? Ух я! Окей, почему нет?
Perfect. Now I can tell which Omicron the insults will be coming from. It also signifies your role as the operation, as this operation quite well. Does it not? Crude, get effective. This unit will consent to wearing the large eared life forms primitive accessories. Now, my loyal crew, to work. The possibilities are infinite, so there is much to be done.
Oh yeah. Интересно, в этом сообществе кому мы, в общем, в общей сложности будем помогать? Больше лапаритам или омикронам?
The Last Tracks. Omicron Society quests are now available.
Омикрон 0. Как? Могу покупать стартовый хлам. Voices of the Distant Server. Эй. Ничего нового интересного. Логично. Потому что я только начал. Mending Unit. Бывай Mending Unit. Что ж. Я думаю, на этом... Не-не-не, не туда. Не-не, все правильно, все туда. Сюда. Сперва туда, а потом уже в Лимсу. Что ж, я думаю, я на этом на сегодня закончу. Я открыл оставшиеся последние два доступных мне Society. Мне осталось один уровень здесь поднять. И все. Медленно, верно, начинаю, ну, вернее, продолжаю пост Endwalker контент. Ну, на этом все. Спасибо всем, кто заглянул. Удачи и до встречи в следующий раз, который будет завтра. Посмотрим, что будет завтра. Пока что пока.